Hello, viewers, and welcome to Mass Effect 2. I am in the middle of my first playthrough of this game, but this video is going to test the waters a little bit. I made a video starting from where I left off, and I think I did pretty good remembering everything, but I'm going to have a separate save file and try the game from the beginning, and see if that's more worth it, I guess, for a video Let's Play. But, yeah, either way, I have conviction to stick with it this time to the end, so I don't go months without playing, and then suddenly I lose memory of some of the goings on, because this is a very deep game with side missions and relationships and choices, so it is not advised to take a really long break from this game like I have. So I'm gonna do a new game. I have played Mass Effect 1, but I played it on Steam, so I cannot bring the save data over. But what I can do is they have a feature where it does a recap of the first game, and within that recap, you put the choices you made. So in a sense, I will be continuing off from my Mass Effect 1 playthrough, and you'll guys be able to see the summary of what I did in said feature, which I like very much. I do play as the male Commander Shepard, because I am a male, and when it comes to role-playing games, I like that to match with my own gender identity, just because I can more easily, lose myself in the role. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. It should ask me if I want to do the recap for Mass Effect 1, and I will choose yes. That is what I will do. Combat difficulty, normal. We're going to play on normal, as I have been playing on, and guess what? I actually die a lot, so I'm tempted to go to casual, but no pain, no gain, right? Auto level up, squad only. No, I would like to choose how my team levels up. Subtitles, yes. Squad power usage. When enable squad members automatically use their most effective powers in combat, when disabled squad members only use defendant. I'll give them agency in this regard. I'll level them up for them, but they can fight however they like. And then autosave, we'll keep that on. Yeah, EA presents. Everyone loves EA, right? I'm just kidding. They get a lot of hate. I don't understand. What am I looking at? His son?
Shepard did everything right. More
Wow.
than we could have hoped for.
Imagine that being the view from your office.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Reapers. I remember now.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon.
This is a remaster, so we've got
But he's
updated
just
visuals.
One man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
In 2183, the heart of the galactic community suffered a devastating attack. The Citadel space station was invaded by a synthetic Geth army attempting to open a portal for the Reapers, enormous machines that eradicate all organic civilization every 50,000 years. Commander Shepard led the defense, saving the Citadel, but at great cost. Fuck, I cannot read that fast! Alright, it was just a recap. Go back and pause the video. That should definitely have been a prompt for me to finish reading, but I won't complain too much.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
Hell
We're
yeah.
wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
Classic Presley.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel.
I remember when I thought Ensign was a name.
Imagine any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
What the hell is it? Oh!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Where's Shepard in all of this? Oh my god. Oh, people are like straight up dying. Ron, what's your face? I totally remember your name. Liara, okay.
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
They damn well better. Oh, it took too long to say it.
I'm
Whoops.
not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate.
Yeah, he's stubborn like that. Oh, and so are you. I gave you an order.
Get to the damn shuttle. I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here.
Shepard!
Yeah, we're going full
Get
hero
the hell
mode.
out of here.
We cannot leave Joker behind. He's been too great and everything.
Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Oh, that is not good. That fucking sucks. This is way more intense than I remembered. What attacked us? I didn't quite figure that out. Alright, yeah, no time to lose.
Mayday! 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 SSV Normandy!
Yeah, I'm coming for you, buddy.
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy. Come on, baby, hold together.
Oh, please let this door work. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. The hull is completely destroyed. Was Joker protected? There's a bubble. It looks like there's a bubble holding the air in. Oh my God. The way the way the debris moves when we bump into it, that's so cool. Oh, the sound design.
Come
Dude.
on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
Yeah, don't throw your life away,
Normandy's
man.
lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
I know it's tradition to go down with the ship, but fuck that tradition. I'll get it.
Going around for another attack.
Oh, it's like, it's huge.
Watch the arm.
Stop your whining. Oh, that is not good. Overkill much? Oh my God. Oh, is the suit malfunctioning? Looks like there's like a breach or something. Oh no. What a nightmare. Aw, Shepard. He's also drifting toward the planet, so I think he's fucked either way. Well, that was a fun game. I don't think it was as good as the first. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do the stupid jokes. All right, Mass Effect Genesis is an interactive comic that summarizes the events of Mass Effect 1. Yes, this is what I was talking about. So I will definitely do this. Maybe end the video after that, depending on how long it's already been. Would you like to use the interactive comic? Absolutely. This works as a refresher for Mass Effect 1, which I never did a Let's Play on. And it'll also let you guys know what choices I made.
Just another routine mission.
And it's
Why
a
do they
cool
always say
comic.
that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but.
Love it.
Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biology.
I love these games.
We came
I really
across
gotta
the
play
lone
this more.
survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came
Reminds me
her
a
way.
lot of Metroid, which is one of my
Ashley
favorite
joined
series
up
of all
with us and
time.
took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had
This is
tried
good
to
for
take
me.
it.
I needed this recap.
Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard.
The Chosen
Every
One.
muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream.
A prophecy.
A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen.
See, this scratches all the
Anderson
itches
came
that
along.
I crave in
So did
sci-fi.
Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden
Fuck that
Prime,
dude.
and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe
The way
that
he
their
said
chosen
council,
elite
it was
specters
so
could be guilty of
venomous.
something like that.
Council.
They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security.
Love Garrus.
Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen.
The Krogans are
He turned
brutal.
out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali.
Oh, I love Tali.
A tech
My
expert
love.
with a knack for hacking. She'd procured some information on Saren.
She wasn't a romance
Evidence
option in the
that
first
proved
game. I
Saren
hope
was
that
dirty.
changes.
Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space.
Oh, that's a terrifying
Machines
image.
allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years
Oh,
ago.
they look like giant
including
ticks.
The Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My
Groundbreaking.
first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction.
Anderson's a real one.
Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics.
Hell yes.
And maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top.
Oh my god, Benezia killed me like
And
30
like most
times in the
Asari,
last game. God damn.
Beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues.
I would totally read a Mass Effect
And a
comic.
new
I would buy it.
appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant.
Oh?
Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either
Envy.
relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission.
Yeah, so I did not romance anybody in the first game. I just didn't like the choices all that much. I believe the choices are, if you're playing as the male commander, I think your choices are Ash and Liara. Female, I think it would be Kaidan and Liara. I guess Liara's pansexual. I mean, she was dating outside her species even. But I'm going mission comes first. I love them both as characters. I do. I just not... I don't have, like, the romance factor with either of them, I don't think.
I decided discretion was the better part of valor, and kept my focus on our goal.
He makes it sound so
Finding
noble,
Saren.
I just wasn't interested in either of
Thanks
them.
to
I
Liara's
totally
help,
would have...
We had our next lead.
Alright.
Benezia. Saren had taken
Oh,
her to
boy.
Novarian, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Arachni. He
Get
ordered
it?
Benezia to
Arachni.
use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Arachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia.
This
By
was
the
sick,
time we arrived,
this part.
Saren was gone. With the information. I
Damn.
tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms.
That's
And I was
tragic.
left with an angry, dangerous Arachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Arachni had terrorized the galaxy before.
Oh shit, I don't remember what I did. I think I saved the queen. I remember I had a whole philosophical debate on this with my friend, and I think the conclusion I came to was, the conclusion I came to is you cannot blame a species, a race, a living being for the sins of their ancestors, right? Because this specific Arachni queen and her little Arachni babies weren't responsible for, terrorizing the galaxy. They had nothing to do with that. So it's all about if you're gonna give them a second chance or not. So I'm fairly certain I saved the queen. I don't know if I'll come to regret that in this game. I don't even know if it'll come back at all, but I did save the queen.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was
I love how
more
the
than a
music
base of
changes to
operation.
match the music for each of
It
these
was
sections.
a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently.
That was a scary moment.
Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people.
Of course he did.
I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down.
That was a really rough spot for Rex. Luckily, I saved him. I didn't even know it was possible for Rex to die here. but we reached an understanding in my playthrough, and you know, I didn't have to compromise, and I still got him to agree with me. So
Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me.
oh gosh.
I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand,
I'm gonna pause this real quick.
Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it.
Alright, sorry for
Sovereign
that
knew where
cut.
we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Kate
Oh
with
no,
the
this
other
leads to
as a
tragedy
distraction.
if I remember
We
correctly.
had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone.
Yeah, he was kind of...
It was Sovereign,
It was against his will a
the
little bit.
Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's
No.
influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them.
Damn, yeah, this is a rough one. Well, I mean, in universe it's rough, but I thought the answer was obvious from my playthrough. I saved Caden. I liked his character a lot more than Ashley's, personally. That's just me. So, I'm gonna go with that.
Ash was a good friend and a great soldier. But I had to choose. And I chose Caden. That was
Still
the last
hurts,
time
man.
Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could
I don't know if
defeat
I'd be convinced.
I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts.
Of course.
Leaving Ashley behind had hardened my resolve, but revealed a soft spot in my defenses. How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos,
Damn.
close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life.
That's crazy. It's like a soft
The Protheans
reboot.
had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all.
So that was the endgame plan,
Followed
huh?
him to the Citadel.
Oh, look
He
at
was
Garrus!
but heavily damaged. He had caught
Damn!
the Council fleets by
Oh, he's
surprise,
so
and they were
cool.
only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower.
This was a hard boss battle.
He died believing that the Reapers would save him.
Shit, man.
As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy.
Yeah, I did save the council, I recall. Which was a gamble, you know, but it paid off in the end, if I recall, so...
The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell.
That was a dark time.
Costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first council.
Thank you for the
left
block
to
of
me to
text
decide.
covering the
On
art.
one hand, Udina, the lifetime
I
politician.
couldn't have broken it up.
Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right.
Yeah, so I picked Anderson. Udina got in my way a little bit in the last game, not gonna lie. Anderson was always a real one, though. And while Udina has more experience in this area, I feel like Anderson would be a good fit, especially when it comes to making the more difficult decisions when inevitably things are probably gonna go to shit. So I chose Anderson both because I think he's a good fit and because I trusted him more as a player, and there was more of a bond there. So that is what I went with.
Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way.
I like that.
The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Oh, man. The way it comes full circle. I'm afraid to try and pause it, because I don't want to skip anything. But I do need to end the video soon.
Commander Shepard
is
has
this?
been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Oh, this is after the explosion. Okay, yes. Okay, I remember this. This is kind of badass. Oh, they're reviving him. That's so cool. That's crazy. They resuscitated him and everything. What state was he in? It couldn't have been good. What the fuck is happening? Oh, it transitioned into a loading screen. That's kind of cool. Alright, there's the default Commander Shepard. The one you see in promos and stuff. You know, maybe I'll keep his name John. They never really use the first name anyway in this game. It's always just Shepard. So I'll do that. But, what the fuck? What? No, come on. John is fine. Yeah, so I'll end the video here. I do have a code from my Steam version of the first game that I can just bring over here to make all the settings I chose the first time transfer over, so I don't have to, like, redo it or anything. And I'll do that off screen, I guess, and I'll show you the end result in the next video. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is a very interesting start, and that recap was totally necessary for me and for you guys to know what I chose in my previous playthrough of the first game. So, yeah. Longer video this time, but it was worth it. See you next time.